Oh, see, I forgot. I still haven't read up on it.
It's
So
don't you worry. I got all the most of the details. Most of it. It's all gonna be fuzzy. It's not gonna be exact because it's been like a week and a half since I read up on everything. But I got the full, at least a good portion of the picture of it where it's like, okay, I got it. I got it. But yeah, how you
I'm
doing,
sorry
bud?
to the public. I'm hungry, man. I'm sorry that I gotta eat right now.
It's all good, baby.
This is a podcast slash ASMR
It's all good, baby.
of a Whopper.
What'd you What'd you what took you so long to eat today? What happened?
Um, I just been running around. I don't know. Like
You said you was busy today.
yeah. So as soon as Tasha got home, we had to like run to the store and take some stuff back. But I need her help because I'm not supposed to really lift things.
Oh,
So I needed
word.
her help to like
Oh, word.
put stuff in the car.
Mm.
So
So this hamstring, sir,
like
this was deep. This wasn't no little wisdom tooth pull. You got to
no,
really.
I mean kind of. I don't know. Even with wisdom teeth, you're not supposed to like eat heavy like that for the
Like,
first little bit.
yeah, like a couple days or two.
But I mean, this is like at least a month that I can't really do anything.
Oh, wow. So you can't run? Well, definitely can't run, but yeah.
Nah, I can't work out at all.
Oh,
for real.
wow.
Unless it's like upper body stuff.
Oh, wow. This is deep. This is deep. And hamstrings that's a nagging injury too. I hate like having a sore, a tear in your hamstring or strain. You know good. You know good.
Yeah.
So can you
I
drive?
don't like it. Yeah, I can drive.
Oh.
Like anything sitting I can do.
Oh, okay.
But it's sore though to sit.
Yeah.
Sometimes, but not all the time. Cause it's like the upper tendon that's connected to the hip. And that's so like I'm sitting on that and it just is sore at times.
Yeah.
And that's really what it was, like what led me to getting the surgery. It was always this pain that I was having. And everything I did didn't fix it. So they were like, nah, you need surgery.
Word. Dang, buddy.
But it was a non-invasive procedure.
Oh, they had to
So,
cut nothing
like,
open?
Nah, it was like just like a little incision. Like they just stuck a probe in there
Oh.
and like a small little cut. So like it's probably like the spot that they cut open and had the stitch and stuff is probably like the size of my pinky, like the tip.
Oh, I thought
It's not big at
I
all.
thought they sliced your whole back of your leg open.
No. Mm-mm.
I thought they cut all that back open and just was in there pulling stuff around off. Yeah. Oh wow.
Mm-mm.
Well, medical tech. It is. It's a lot of crazy stuff now they can do with medical technology. So I guess. But yeah, I thought they cut your leg all the way open. Yeah. Huh.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yo, have you heard of Mark Cuban's? Dang, what's it called? I can't even think of the name right now. But he started a company, like a pharmaceutical company, basically.
You told me. You sent me the little thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I forgot I sent that to
Yeah,
you.
you sent me the article. He's where he like taking, he's slashing the prices of drugs and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, that's
Like that. That's incredible.
so. It's not Good RX though, is it? Because I use that to get discount on my medicine.
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
So, because this is like, GoodRx is still like using. I don't know how GoodRx works, so I shouldn't speak on it.
But I know what you. Yeah, it is. You gotta go. It's like I've used it at Walgreens. Yeah. So yeah.
But this, like, you go through the website, they only are charging you like the cost of manufacturing whatever drug it is, and then they have like a standard 15% markup, and then there's like the pharmacy fee, like a sorting fee or whatever, and then you might have to pay for shipping because they'll just send it directly to you. But it's just making things super cheap. So they're like, it's really just avoiding the middleman of insurance, because insurance is like where things get super expensive, because they have like agreements with these pharmaceutical companies, and they have to like have a minimum price point of where they sell things at. So like some things are just egregiously cheaper than if you were to go through a pharmacy and do the like have to go through insurance. Like some of the cancer medications were like, it was like over $9,000, but
wow.
this company that Mark Cuban started is only gonna be like, I think it was like $40 or $50 for a bottle. And I'm just like, that's insane. Like that, if that, like, it almost sounds too good to be true. But I also know, like, I feel like Mark Cuban wouldn't put his name on it if it wasn't real. He just, I don't know. I mean, I don't know the dude personally, but just as a billionaire investor who's like very in the public eye, I just can't imagine he would. And he's always been that kind of person though, that like tries to look out for other people. Like he's not just only trying to make money.
Right.
So
You appealing to the trap star in me that we cutting out the middleman, going straight to the source.
I
We the
should have known
plug
you were trying to
now.
make some joke about it.
We the plug. We don't need to go to Colombia.
I'm gonna take a bite.
Take it like that.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, so we gotta discuss Kwame, man.
Who are you? What's your name?
That was V baby. I'm here, baby, and the place to be. How you doing?
I'm good. My mouth full. I feel so unprofessional doing this.
You are. It's not a feeling, it's a fact. You are unprofessional.
I just don't have any other time to eat because I still got stuff after this that I got to do today. Yeah, I'm Kyle.
Name's Jermaine. That's how it came off that time. My name's Jermaine. That joint was so awkward in hindsight. We were so green though. It didn't feel like we knew it was awkward, but that Bible study was just real awkward. It was just real like
it was awkward.
And then old boy being telling them roommate down the line. Do you remember that?
Oh, I forgot all about that.
Yeah, that was even more. I was like, you again?
Bro, I forgot all about that. Yeah.
You want to talk about an odd couple?
Because then it was just like, I felt weird sometimes because, like, I don't know. He probably looked at me like, "You're friends with this guy" or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was different.
He was different in general. Yeah, he was. He was just a different dude. Was he still in crew when he was when they was their roommates with them?
I think so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was different. That was a time. That was a time and a half. But yeah, because we was doing all types of stuff in there. So he was seeing it was just him walking in on and me looking him in the eyes as I'm like putting a blunt to my face, just not.
Oh, I'm about to say, like, You made it sound like he walked in on y'all having an orgy.
No,
or
no,
something.
nothing like, oh god, no, just like we just would be kicked, just being niggas, like loud and just because they was throwing like parties over there, like full
He
blown.
just walked. He just walked in mid pump.
It's just pandemonium in there. Just- that's gross. But yeah, nah. We just would be kicking it, just being loud, just yeah. And they would be over there while we was kicking like loud, like talking on Friday night we about to go out, but we doing pregame and doing all that. And he would
Right.
walk in or they walk out and just look us and just like expressionless. But I was always like, what they thinking?
Wait, who is they?
Cause he always had his girlfriend with him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if that's who, because that's what I was thinking, but I didn't know if
Yeah,
there was like
yeah.
another roommate that.
Nah, he always had his girlfriend with him, and so,
Okay.
so I mean, I don't want to put his business out, but I think they had this thing going. He wasn't no saint either. All right, why is she here at 2 a.m? Huh?
People hang out late all the time. It ain't nothing happening.
Behind closed doors? Okay.
I was one of them. I ain't did nothing to nobody.
But yeah, that was
Oh,
what?
I'm making a mess.
Yeah.
I really thank you for allowing me to do this, giving me the freedom.
No, it's whatever. I love it.
This is a good
I
time.
actually love it. It's great. But yeah, so Kwame Kilpatrick, for the disgraced former mayor of Detroit. Yo, this story is wild, bruh. Like, there's got to be a book out there. I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read the whole book because I need a series. I need a Netflix series. It's not even Netflix because they falling off. So I need HBO to do this one.
They are.
I need HBO to take care of this one. But yeah, I need a series, bruh, because like, first of all, so what happens, how it starts off, first of all, the story.
Wait, I'm curious. How did you even get started? Like, what made you randomly interested in this in 2022?
So it was like a rabbit hole. It didn't even start with Kwame, actually. It started out with me looking up this other lady named Monica Conyers. But I don't even know how I got to her page. Something led me to her page. It wasn't even that I started with her. It was something, I don't even remember. I think I was looking up like who the mayor of Detroit was or something for some reason or something. I was like, I wonder, I was just curious. I was like, does Detroit have a black mayor or something? I don't know. But then I got to this.
Nah.
It does have a black mayor? I think I saw it didn't. But y'all usually have black mayors. Y'all have had black mayors for like, But anyway, somehow I get to her page because she was wilding anyway on her own. Like her page was just a fool because she would like almost get into full blown fights with other politicians, other city council members, like at the council meetings. Like she was cussing people out. It was this old like councilman. I forget his name, but she was cussing them out, calling them all types of names and stuff like that. But then somehow, like her connection to Kwame came up. Her and Kwame was kind of tight, or they had like a relationship, not like a romance, but they just had like connection. And so that's what got me on Kwame's page. But her page was crazy too, cause she had to give up her council seat. She did some Fed time too, like just regular Detroit stuff. And so. And so then I got to Kwame because of her connection to Kwame. Kwame came up. So I was like, I wonder, I was on Wikipedia. You know how Wikipedia is. It always have all these mad hyperlinks. So I just clicked on Kwame's. But because I'd never read the story. So I started reading like up on, I just like, at first I was trying to read his background, but then I just jumped to like the controversy. Because I was like, at first, like, because this happened when we was little, not young, but we was like, younger, like in high school or something like that. I heard
Yeah.
about it, but I wasn't really like pressed about it. But I do remember when he was elected, how like it was a big deal. He was like this younger mayor, and just kind of like he was popular and everything like that. I think he even went to the BET Awards one year. Actually, I think he was like that famous. Like he was really a big deal. And so I knew a little bit. I didn't know. I thought like I thought what brought him down though. I thought, oh, he might have skinned some money, some campaign funds off the top. I thought it was real light like that. No, it's deeper and darker. And so, so the story starts off with like, so he was fooling, like, well, for one, he had a bunch of like different, I guess, mistresses. So one of his mistresses, I guess, she ends up getting murdered. She gets killed.
Oh.
And she has a connection to Kwame. She's like one of Kwame's like, side pieces or whatever, because he was married. So she gets killed. And so after that, she dies. And so like there's an investigation into like her death. And I think it ends up leading to like somebody I think somebody Kwame had a connection to was the one who got charged. Like somebody like one of his assistants, somebody like that was like who they found out or who was like kind of in play. And so that set off like not even the government, but people like basically, yeah, the government just started like investigating more and more into him. And so like it came up then next that like he was misappropriating funds, which not campaign money, but actual like city money. He was like misappropriating it. But the thing that was the two things that got him caught up was his family and another side piece of his. So the family thing was a trip. So like Kwame hired like anybody who was related to him to a city position. any and everybody, cousins, aunties, uncles, friends.
Oh my
It doesn't
God.
matter who you were. If you knew Kwame, Kwame was like, "Hey, bro, I got a job for you."
Oh, but that's the thing. That's like
It
the
is a
black
thing.
community, you know.
But he was hiring, so it was two things that messed him up though. One, the first thing was that like the first thing that was messing him up was I think I lost my thought. I think the first thing that messed him up was that these people were woefully underqualified for these jobs.
I mean, I figured when you said any and everybody,
They were just not even. This wasn't even like their background.
they were like they were making pizzas at Little Caesars.
They was working at Macy's as a sales rep, and Kwame was like, "Hey, you want to run the Health and Human Services department?" They need to turn this into a show, bro. This would be I would be all in. And so, so that got him. The second thing that got him caught up is that like all these people, once they would get into these positions, they started giving themselves huge raises every year. No, you don't understand. It wasn't like no little like 5% raise or like few cents on the dollars a year. They was giving themselves like 60% raise, 60% raises over the next year. Oh, something flying on me. Or it's like a mosquito in here. But anyway, so like they start that like
Take a shower.
huh? That caught
Take a shower.
that caught the attention of like, so that was like one of the things that caught the attention of like the government and everything. The other thing was that like, so he had an assistant who was, I sent you her picture. She was fine. I kind of understood. I get it, Kwame. I get it, Kwame. So he had an assistant, his assist, or like basically his secretary or personal assistant or whatever. They had her testify for this other case he had going on or something like that. And then one of the questions was like, did you and Kwame ever have, did y'all ever have like a sexual relationship or whatever? She said no. But Kwame, what happened? See, Kwame was just reckless and just sloppy. So Kwame and this girl, they had government issue cell phones. And so Kwame was using they was sexting each other on these cell phones. And that's evidence. And that's the government. The
Right.
government has access to those records. So like they tried to delete all the texts, but they caught her and they caught them in the lie and everything like that. And so she got caught up in that. So she got charged with like perjury off of that because she lied on the stand about them having a relationship. And so from there, it got even worse because like the government then they was like, oh, he really lying. So we got to really. So they just started looking up under every nook and cranny. And like they just found that he was just running amok with the city's money, just using all this stuff, like using just government money to take trips. Like I think him and the assistant, he flew her out and him to on a trip using the government's money and everything, like little vacation here and there, just running amok, running amok. And so like he at first he just got charged with like, so he was like in the midst of all this, Kwame was like very defiant with the government. He was just very like, man, whatever, I ain't, because they were starting to call for him to resign. They were like, this isn't behavior becoming of a mayor, of a city official. So it was certain city council members who was like, yo, you need to resign, you need to step down. He's like, man, I ain't doing that, I'm not resigning. And so like he wouldn't resign. So like they basically they had to kind of build this case up against him to kind of force him out of office, which is what happened, which is like how, so that's because at first he got a few different charges. He got charged with like at first he got charges from like just like state or local like government charged him with something. So he got like maybe like a year or something of worth of prison or something like and I don't even think he got jail. I think for that he got like a probation or something like that. And he was on probation and still wasn't even stepping down. And so from there though the feds got involved, and that's what got him all those years. And I forget all the charges it was, but anyway, it all came out to him, like they found him guilty on like every count, and he got like 30 years in prison. And I was like, whoa. So that's what got him. And then I forget that I gotta look. I'm about to look it up right now while we on.
That actually don't seem like a lot.
With 30 years?
Yeah, in comparison.
30 years? Okay,
like
let's
all
see
the
you
stuff
face.
that he had done.
Let's see you face 30 years.
I'm not saying. I'm just saying that just.
I'm a
like,
fool. They got me facing. I'm telling on everybody. I'm telling.
I'm just saying it just doesn't. It doesn't. I guess I'm comparing it to like other cases of like murder or drug stuff. Like they be getting a lot of time, and that just didn't. It seemed like it would be more than that.
I love Detroit because I'm reading this stuff. Like I love Detroit because like in the midst of all this, you know how black people are. We just think like, oh, he just a victim of the system. Because he had a whole they had a Detroit Justice Fund that was supporting him through his trial. They was raising money in support of him. Judge Mathis was on the fund, and then he stepped down because he was like, all right, he wilding. I can't be putting my name on this. But Judge Mathis was a member
after he found out everything that's going on.
Yeah, he was like, I can't put my name on this. There's a mosquito in here. I don't like that. But yeah, so all right, so
how many years was he mayor?
He was mayor. Hold on, I'm gonna tell you right now. Wait a minute. Oh, he was mayor from 2002 to 2008. 6 years actually. 6 years of running amok.
I mean, so
I thought it was shorter than that though. Actually, I'm surprised it was 6. Yeah, he won a re-election and everything. You was about to say what?
I've heard people talk about it, it was like a lot of the stuff were systems that were already in place that he just like stepped into, and he just lost his mind with it though. Like everybody else was doing it like on the low, and like it wasn't all bam in your face. Like he just exacerbated everything, and then he got caught because he was just like doing everything too much.
Yeah, okay. Which that sounds about right from what I read. Yeah, got you, nigga.
Yeah, you get it. You tell them mosquito who's boss. For what?
He might have bit somebody else that had something. But
I mean, you're not gonna get it.
But
hand transfer.
so this was another funny story I read about was that so it was a bunch of other people who went down with Kwame because obviously you can't do all this alone. So like his sister got caught up in like some of the stuff he was doing, and so Kwame was at the house when it happened. So this deputy, the Wayne County sheriff, goes to his sister's house to serve a subpoena, and then Kwame came out the house with his bodyguards, and they pushed the deputy, and they left. So he got charged with assaulting the officer. Dang.
So wild.
Yeah. So he got some tax evasion. Oh, that was what got him though, was the tax evasion.
Always.
Uncle,
It's always taxes. It's always the taxes. It's
that's
like
gonna be
can
my
build
life.
the
It's
whole
always
case.
taxes.
I wonder, like, in history of all the like people that they've brought down, all these like notorious people.
It was
Like, what percentage of it is tax evasion?
It's like probably 70% would be my estimate. They commit murders, they done all types of other crimes, but the tax evasion is where they get them. Is that how what get them caught up? Is dodging Uncle Sam. Man,
it's crazy.
Man,
because it's like, I don't know, like how the FBI like operates.
Mm-hmm.
Like they'll. I mean, I guess I don't know why they. Oh, well, I guess I know why. But like, they just build cases for like years. They'll watch you do everything.
Right.
They know everything you've done, but they don't like actually come in and pursue until they have like 20, 30 things to put up against you in court.
Right,
so
right.
It's like
yeah.
something.
That's
like,
why that Young Thug case is serious, because you know the Fed. It's actually a state RICO case, but it's still like. At this, even
what does RICO mean?
RICO is a racketeering. It's racketeering, but it's basically like it was created for the mob. Really, it's basically it's basically to take down organized crime. But it's basically like coming together. It's committing crimes in the name of an organization. Is basically what RICO comes up against. So it's not just like you do a one-off crime or two. It's like, oh, I'm actually doing this because I'm a part of this gang or this mob or whatever. So that's that's why. And so with Young Thug, they're charging with RICO because they're saying his YSL, which is what he always put up. They're saying they're actually a criminal organization. They're not just like a record label, which is what they technically are or say they are. But yeah. So
interesting. YSL is Young Thug's thing.
Yeah.
I'm so out the loop.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah. It's his little thing, but allegedly they're a mob. Allegedly.
Dang, Young Thug.
Speaking of him, it's people folding on him already.
Is it?
Yeah. Somebody testified that they scared he gonna come and kill our family. That's not funny, but it's just like, whoa, already. Like they scared. And that's because he had a bond hearing, and so like they got testimony from somebody else under his camp, and like he had a bond hearing and to try to see how much his bond would be set. And the judge denied the bond based on that testimony of the dude who said, like, oh, he might come and I'm afraid of testifying for retaliation that he might come kill me and my family. So they're like, we can't deny bond because he's a danger to the streets.
Dang.
Yeah.
Dang.
But I
just don't get it though.
I mean,
I don't get.
Yeah.
I don't get why still be. Oh, I guess I don't know. I like. In my rational mind, I don't get why you would.
You and me either.
Still like be involved in this drug world when you're uberly successful in something that has nothing to do with it. Like, why? I don't know. I don't get it. But I don't know. I think it from all my years of watching drug shows and movies, I just think it's like I don't know, when you got the power, just do it. Like, you can keep doing it. You can keep making money. You can make even more money. I don't know.
But yeah, I knew it was real though, cause like no rapper or no Atlanta rapper, every Atlanta rapper would always be like, yeah, Young Thug is real. Like we don't mess with him. Like every rapper's always been like, and he's gotten into beats with people, and they like stepped down and kind of like, all right, I'm good. Like that's why I was like, okay, he's probably a little more real, even though he wear dread. You know, he a little weird, he a little eccentric, but he's
I know. That's why I was like, maybe that's why he could do this though,
yeah,
because nobody was gonna do anything about it or say anything about it.
yeah. But
And that again is also why I know that MC Hammer ain't really about it. Cause
stop, please stop. Why we gotta go back here? I just cleared it up with his camp, and you want to go back here? Don't. No, I'm not. Hammer, I didn't say this.
I will throw a whopper at his face.
Oh my god. And he know karate. He'll take care of you himself. Actually, he know like martial arts.
Oh shoot! I know Wesley Snipes. So what about it?
You do? How long you know Wesley?
It was at a convention of all the bankrupt people who didn't pay taxes.
Oh, word. Yeah, Wesley is on that list. It's him. It's Ron Isley. It's Sinbad. They got so many of our black legends off that tax evasion.
I just found Netflix got like 3 old school Sinbad stand-ups.
Yeah, he's funny. I love
Sinbad.
Sinbad. Yeah.
And I gotta watch those.
He's hilarious. I love Sinbad. He's hilarious. He does now he does all his stuff off the top of the dome.
Dang, he does.
Every set I've seen it is like just different. He doesn't really do the same joke. He just kind of does for most now. He just does crowd work and talks to people in the crowd and does jokes off of that. Like now, it's kind of amazing.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
It's such a talent.
Yeah. No, Sinbad is highly underrated in the comedy world. He's never mentioned, but he should be.
He's really good.
Yeah.
But I haven't watched a lot of his like stand up. I've only seen probably like the 2 more recent specials that he's had.
Yeah. The Where You Been is classic to me. That came out when we was at OU. That was hilarious.
Yeah, that's the one I saw.
Yeah. I think he shot that in Detroit too.
Okay.
I think it was in Detroit. I know he's from Michigan, but I think it was in Detroit.
Oh, I know that.
Yeah.
I just remember like all the movies he was in the 90s. Those were
Oh yeah, The President's Kid.
Stuff that he was in The President's Kid.
Yeah.
Jingles All the Way.
I don't think I saw Jingles All the Way, but I remember it. But I think I never saw that. They said he got blackballed though out of Hollywood.
Yeah, because he just abruptly stopped. Like it wasn't.
He had
like
a run, then it
was
just
doing terrible movies.
Yeah. No, he kind of got blackballed because he wouldn't. He wouldn't do certain things, and so yeah. But then the taxes caught up to him too. Yeah,
man.
Kicking a man while he down.
Dude, it's so like my research into YouTube and like me wanting to pursue doing stuff on YouTube or creatively, like I've learned some of those tax things and I see why these people like got caught up in taxes like when they're in the art world because they get like 1099s tax and not W4s. Yeah. So they like they just get paid all their money up front. And like they don't know
set aside
coming out
money.
of taxes. Yeah, and they just didn't set it aside for like 20 years.
Oh Lord.
and like 20 years of taxes and then back taxes and then like interest and all this stuff. And like now you owe $1 million in taxes or $500,000 in taxes because you've made millions of dollars.
That's how. Did you see Steve Harvey's story about that? They almost got Steve too. Steve got caught up. That's why he did all them shows. It wasn't because he was just wanting to be everywhere at all every time.
For real?
He told this story. So apparently his account was stealing money from him, and so he owed mad money to the IRS, and he had to pay the IRS $500,000 like for like X amount of years, like 5-7 years in a row. He had to pay them $500,000. And yeah, so that's why he just started working here like crazy, like getting all these shows, doing all this stuff to pay that bill, tax bill, $500 a year. That's some pressure. I would have folded. I'd have been like, look, y'all gotta take. I'm gonna do this fair time. They said,
But I feel like so $500,000 a year. Is that what you said?
yeah, in tech, like, yeah, some. It might have no. I might have been like, hold on, I'm about to Google it. I think it was like 500 a month. Hold on.
Whoa.
Hold on.
Because I'm like, I feel like he would have had money.
Yeah,
to
that
pay
ain't. I don't think
that
it.
500,000 a
Yeah,
year.
yeah. I think.
But
It
yeah,
was,
he do got like 4 shows on right now.
oh man, yeah. He owed $20 million to the IRS, so he had to pay for 7 years straight. He had to pay $650,000 a month to the IRS.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I knew it was something. My bad. I messed the story up, but yeah. Cause the money was stolen from his accountants, and so he owed $20 million in taxes.
So what happens? Like I always hear these stories of like accountants stealing money from a artist or something, and then I don't hear anything of what happens to that accountant. Like, do they
I
just
think those cases are hard to
vanish?
prove sometimes, cause it's all like it's accounting, so you gotta account for that money, and if you can't account for the money, you can't prove that it was stolen.
Mm,
You see what I'm saying?
yeah,
And if they're the ones in control, like if
that did it.
if I handle your
Right.
books and I'm like taking money, but I'm putting it looking like you don't have it or like you had it or whatever it is, then it's like, oh well, shoot, we don't know where this money is. Got like I know it got stolen, but I can't. You know what I mean? It's like you trying to tell I stole $20 from you. If you can't find the $20 or if you don't know, you know what I mean? It's just missing. You know it's missing, but you gotta, cause that's what court is about. It's not what you know, it's what you can prove. And so,
Yeah, but it's like, can't they make a case that the fact that I owe $20 million to the government is proof that $20 million is gone?
the government, that ain't our problem, baby. They the mob. It's like the movies when they with the Italian, do my Italian accent again. Come on, man, come on, like give me more time. I just need more time. You should have thought about that when you took the money, Jimmy. You get till next week. That's the government. The government is the biggest mob in the world. Yeah, they don't care about that. That's not our problem.
That's just foulness.
We $20 million paying for some potholes in the road, so that's my thing. I see why white people complain about taxes now the older I get. I used to think, oh, you just being a jerk. Pay your share, but I get it. It's like it's not even going to the right stuff. They mismanage the government. We should sue the government. They mismanaging this money we giving them. All this money we give them. They just blowing it on like more weapons and tanks and stuff like that. Like, can you fill a pothole or something? Do something productive.
That's your local government.
It's same. I'm paying them taxes too.
I know, but I'm saying like your local government, they not.
You pay the most to the
sending money.
feds though.
Yeah. I know, but that's like your freedom to live here.
Man. So you saying I'm paying for my? I'm
yeah,
buying my
man.
freedom. Because them European the governments, that's the thing. We can like people be like, this could be like Europe where they pay like they tax rates are kind of high, but they roads is nice. They got universal health care.
That's what I'll be saying. Like I don't think people understand just like the freedom of not having to worry about paying for certain things, like paying for healthcare. Like if you sick, you just go to the doctor. That's it. Like it's already taken care of.
It's all,
but nobody.
And it's tied to employment too. That's the thing about healthcare in America. It's tied to your employment. Like you can't have healthcare if you don't have a job.
You can.
I mean, you can't.
It's just expensive.
Yeah, you can. I mean, yeah, but you get what I'm saying. Like it's just a lot more loophole or hoops to jump through. But yeah, bro. America is a scam, bro. I'm over it. This inflation.
It's such a scam.
This inflation kicking our tail.
Like,
how much is gas up there?
It's like 5 something.
Dang, it's 5 up there now.
Something like that.
It's 4.
But
it's creeping up there. It's 460 right now here.
Yeah, nah, it's pretty high. But I always get my gas at Costco, so it's cheaper. It's like the high 4s though. I don't really know. I don't be paying attention to that.
Word.
I got a budget.
Oh,
and I just stay within that.
good for you, buddy. Good for you.
Yeah,
Good for you.
budget guys. You all need one. But yeah, I mean, if Wesley Snipes had a budget, he probably would have been all right.
That was his issue.
He goes,
Just
"Come and
cut
karate
back
chop
on the
me."
eating out, Wesley. You wouldn't owe this $6
Karate
million
chop
to the
me.
government.
Hmm?
That's
I mean, that sounds ridiculous, but hey, I'm eating out, and it only cost me $8. He's eating out, and it's like 800 a plate. He's got a lavish lifestyle. I don't want to. If I ever get rich, I don't want to change my lifestyle. I still want to live.
That's the way that's how you arouse attention. You don't watch the drug movies. That's the first mistake they make. They buy a flashy car, and then the feds see them, and they're like, "Oh, how can he afford that car?" It's happened to every great drug dealer in history. They pull up to some public event with a nice fur on. And the government taking pictures because they already know it's somebody. They looking for somebody else. That's what happened in the Frank Lucas in the American Gangster. He was low key, but then he went to some event, had on some nice fur coat with his girl had on something nice, and they was like, "Wait, we came here looking for this dude, but who is that?" Well, no, and it's in the 70s too. They was like, "Well, black people can't afford this type of stuff, so how he getting it?" And then that's how you get on they radar. That's the thing. I'm not changing nothing. If I got $1 billion tomorrow, I might change a little bit, but it ain't gonna be nothing that visible. It's not gonna be like I ain't gonna flash it on Instagram. Instagram won't know at all. It's gonna be on the low, and I'm gonna pay Uncle Sam first.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm paying him first. I'm getting him out the way here.
Just like 2 Chainz taught me. When he had to pay however much he had to pay in taxes, he was like talking about it on some song. He was just like, yeah, it was like 35%. Just make sure you have that set out off top, and then you gonna be straight.
Yeah.
Because that's just how it worked. And I'm just like, thank you, 2 Chainz. Thank you for trying.
We got to learn the white man's tax codes though, because they know how to evade them taxes. Elon and them, Bill, they don't be paying 35%.
I mean, Elon pay his taxes. He's like very proud to pay his taxes.
Oh,
he's like one of few though.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The rest of them be get offshore accounts here and there, and investing in this so they hide the money here. They be they find the loopholes. You got to get that good accountant though. He got to be Jewish, low key. I hate to say that.
Oh gosh.
He got to be Jewish. You got to have a Jewish accountant. He'll find you all the loopholes. You'll be straight. By the end of you paying 7% in taxes. That's it.
Or none.
Or that. And it's all legal. Man. All legal. You ain't even got to worry about this coming. You ain't got to worry about what Steve Harvey had. You ain't got to worry about none of that. Yeah.
You still got to worry about somebody skimming it off the top though.
Yeah. The Jewish, they reputation is everything though. This was a well reputed Jewish account. He got
yeah. And if he's skimming 1% off of all his clientele, they not gonna notice it.
Oh, that's
off
true.
of multi-billion-dollar industries.
That's true. And 1% of $1 billion is like a lot.
Right. Like they ain't gonna know.
That's 10 million right there. Dang.
So it's a lot.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Switching topics though, really quick. You brought up something about Netflix that I do want to bring up. I'm sick of Netflix. It's nothing really to this. I'm just sick of Netflix. Like once Stranger Things is done, because it seems like this might be the last season.
I think they said it's gonna be one more after this one.
Oh, is it?
I think it's this.
I mean, just how it's like set up right now. I could see it ending, but I'm not.
I haven't
sure.
watched it at all, but I
haven't heard.
I think
I
thought they picked up one more. It might be one more season after this.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, I'll get it again when that comes out.
Okay.
Because it's just like it's just not that good. for how much
Yeah, they
they keep
falling off.
charging.
They falling off hard.
And like,
What's it? It's like $16 a month now.
it's 20. Right. Well, it's 20 for the one, like we have like the higher tier one. I think I don't know how much
And you
the
can't
peasants pay.
Did they put in that
But-
thing where you can't?
You didn't hear what I said.
What? What'd you say?
I said I don't know how much the peasants pay, but
Oh, my bad. You see, that's where you being too flashy now. Uncle Sam gonna get on you. How can he afford?
off of $20.
How can he afford $20 a month in Netflix? See, being too flashy. You don't learn.
Oh,
You
that's
don't
hilarious.
learn.
Nah, but that's the thing though. Like, it's if you have like a really high quality TV, then you have to pay for the more expensive one, or else you get like just standard high definition. And I'm like, I want like
You want to look like you could go in there and walk in there with them.
right.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah. So I pay for the extra, and then because for other reasons that I can't disclose on this internet because they gonna
The IRS.
shut off my Netflix.
Oh, you sharing it?
Hey, what?
Wait,
You weren't supposed to say it.
I
That
didn't
was the
say
whole
anything.
point.
I asked a question. I didn't
You
say
just
nothing.
said something.
I asked a question. I didn't. You don't got to confirm or deny. I was gonna ask. Did they enact that little thing, the technology where you can't share Pat?
I haven't seen anything happen.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if that's like been rolled out to like a small demographics or something.
Oh, okay.
But also, I don't even know. I mean, I guess technically I see how it could work, but I just don't see it fully working.
Mm.
And then, like, even if they do that, I don't know. I feel like they have somebody in their corner that's like, this really isn't going to work, because then you're just going to have like half the people on Netflix not using Netflix, and they're not going to pay for it.
Right.
Or else they would have paid for it.
Yeah. Right.
So it's just like,
yeah.
I don't know.
No,
I
they
think
going down. But also they doing layoffs. They laying off mad people. They like
Are they?
that strong black lead division they had. They laid all them folks. They all gone. That's gone.
Dang.
Right. They was like the first cut too.
Dang.
That's not funny. But they was like the first like, cut of layoffs. All right, black people, you're gone. It's been a nice run. Thanks for recommending Love and Basketball to us. But
These
it's
past 2 years have been great. They gave them BLM mugs on the way. Dang. But yeah, it's just like, I don't know. The more that I'm understanding of how they operate, I just like, it's not sustainable. It never was sustainable, especially after like these other companies have then started being like, you know what? I'm taking The Office back. We can make some money off of that.
Yeah,
Y'all have been making all this profit off of it.
Yeah.
And so like Disney taking their stuff off.
yeah.
And just like
Blockbuster
small
laughing from the
rotation.
grave right now at Netflix. Blockbuster, like, that's what you get. You thought you were about to join us down here.
Because because Netflix, even their stock was like really high. I don't know what it is anymore, but it seems like this would be a good time to start shorting that stock. So that, because I just don't see them like lasting probably another maybe
HBO
another
killing them.
decade.
That's the only HBO does.
So as soon as we leave, then I'm gonna go. I might do like the Hulu Disney Plus thing for a while. I've
Okay.
heard some people just rotate subscriptions. They just like have one for a few months, switch to something else, cancel that, switch to something else.
Word.
So I'm thinking we'll probably do that because it makes sense.
Yeah.
And like, especially all these other things are cheaper. Like Disney is like $5.
Really? I didn't know
HBO
that.
Max.
HBO Max like
Yeah.
16.
Is it?
Yeah, it's 16.
I thought it was more than that.
Oh, no, it's
but
like
even
16.
even that's cheaper than Netflix
Yeah.
now. Even like, because I know with the Disney one, you get Disney, Hulu, and ESPN because I really want to
Right.
do the 30 for 30s and stuff. And
Yeah.
I like a lot of their documentaries. So it's just Netflix just ain't it anymore. Like they only really have a couple shows that I'm really into, and that's like Stranger Things, and everything else they just keep canceling. So it's just like
Cause they ain't got no
I don't
money to
even
pay
want to.
for it.
I don't want to get invested anymore.
They
Like I
don't
just
get.
watched Archive 81. Have you heard of that?
I heard of it, but I never saw it though.
It's really
It's
good.
like it's sci-fi.
Uh,
It sounds sci-fi-ish, right?
um,
Or no,
yeah, it's kind
is
of,
that the
but
one with the
it's
video? He like his dad's in the
yeah,
video or something. Okay, yeah. All
uh-huh.
right. They canceled that though.
Yeah,
Nah.
after one season, and the first season it ended on a cliffhanger that you're just like, oh snap, what's gonna happen?
Dang.
And it's canceled. So after I saw that, I just read that earlier today, and I was just like, I'm done. I can't
That
do
was
Netflix
that
anymore.
pushed you
That was
over.
it. That was it. Because I really liked that show, and
Uh,
but yeah, it's like they just don't really keep things. But now, if you pay attention to Netflix, a lot of the stuff. Actually, somebody pointed this out to me. Like a lot of the new stuff that they're putting out is mostly from other countries. Like it's not even like American stuff anymore. So they're spread out so far in all their like original shows and movies, and they're just spreading themselves way too thin. And they're just trying to like keep up momentum and sustain and like compete with all these other companies that have been doing this for decades, and it's just like they just can't do it. Like how do you compete with HBO that has shows since like
yeah.
the 80s that have been great?
Yeah, they
Like
don't miss. HBO don't really miss ever.
no.
Yeah. Speaking of shows, real quick. We can touch. Have you seen all 3 episodes of The Boys?
I did.
What'd you
Yeah.
think? What you think so far? No
um
spoilers though, unless we'll give a spoiler alert. Unless you, it don't matter. It ain't finished, but you should. Yeah.
I mean I don't care that much about spoilers. They can skip this part.
Yeah.
I think it's good. I'm actually kind of like blanking on what happened.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, I remember how it ended. So, yeah, yo, Homelander, bro.
He on the power
He
trip.
is just,
He going
he
crazy.
is like he's such a good actor. Like
Yeah.
he is terrifying. Like,
Yeah.
and it also because he's literally the strongest man in the world.
Right.
But like when he was talking to Starlight, and like when she like threatened him like, hey, I'm gonna put this out if you don't stop, and he's just like, all right, do it. And like that, it was just like they literally can't do anything. Only thing
Yeah.
they can do is kill him. Like that's literally the only
Yeah,
option
that's
that
why they
they
trying
have.
to find that gun now. They like, you should have been told us about this gun.
So it's just like that's nuts. Cause I'm just like, what if something happens? I foresee that happening. Like, what if something happens and that does get leaked somehow? And like whoever leaks it doesn't know this conversation happened. And they think like maybe this is gonna be the tipping point and like this would cripple him.
Yeah,
But that just makes him
even
like
more. Yeah,
more
because
deadly
that
and
speech he
powerful.
gave in front of where he was like, "Yo, I don't care about y'all. Y'all need,
Right.
y'all need me."
Right.
Yeah, that
And then his following like went up again.
yeah, right.
That's
He appealed to
I was
the
just
he appealed to the "Make America Great Again" crowd.
right. Because the mother's milk, who his like his woman who's not his woman anymore, but he wants it to be his woman.
Like the
She
older
was
lady
dating that
who they
yeah.
killed. Yeah, he killed her. Yeah, he killed her. Yeah, at the
No, they're not killed. She's alive. Like she's mother's milk. The woman like Laz Alonso's character, he wants to be back with like his baby's mama.
right. Yeah. Oh, him. Okay. Yeah,
But
him. Yeah. What about yeah.
and like the dude that she's dating now, and like when they showed him when he was listening to Homelander, he was just like all in. I was just like, yo,
Yeah.
this is about to get crazy.
Yeah.
Because like before they had gotten to like his ratings had gone back up. Like
Right.
I was like, he's appealing to like white men in the
Yeah,
world,
yeah.
and
Right.
that's exactly what
I didn't
happened.
even notice all that because I gotta because I watched them all, but some of them like there was a couple of scenes that I was checking out on or just doing other. But but I've so a part I got a theory that like you know how they said other dude, the soldier boy who got they should have spelled it like soldier boy.
I know.
No, playing. They they took his body, remember? Like they said they took his body. They killed him, but they took his body away when they killed him. Did you see that detail or see that part? You remember that?
Yeah.
When they was doing that
Yeah.
flashback scene in Nicaragua or whatever. It's first of all, I can tell they put a lot of money in this show. By the way, it's just so many like it's shot well. It's just like so many details. It's like they put a lot of money into this. But
the amount of gore that's so
that I don't even want to talk about that. I told you the scene. I don't even want to talk about that. I don't even want to talk about that. Why y'all doing this? Why I gotta do? We don't even gotta do this.
I think it makes sense. I don't think it's like. I think it adds to the story,
but
unlike a lot of nudity. But
no. I think they used his DNA to make Homelander. That's my theory. I don't know if that's going. They haven't said that. I just think.
So I don't know like Soldier Boy's power though. Like
he was before
indestructible.
Like before,
I know he was.
Yeah, before Homelander, he was like the strongest guy in the world, type of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I missed that part.
Yeah. Before, he was like the most indestructible. Like nobody could do nothing with him before home. That's why they had to make that gun to kill him.
Right. Well, yeah, I'd understood that, but I think I'm thinking of like all of Homelander's powers, like flying.
Well, I'm sure they, they get in the lab, they can do all types. I ain't saying that he got all, but I think they might have used his like DNA to make Homelander or whatever. Yeah, that's my theory. I don't know. It might, come out that But yeah.
Oh, and that I'm really curious to see what happens going forward with the politician.
I don't. That's and her power is like you don't want to. I wouldn't want to be on her because her power is crazy.
Yeah. So that I'm really curious because I can't even. I feel like it's not even developed enough for me to even have a theory of what I think might happen.
Yeah, I don't know with her. I don't. Yeah, I do think like I don't know. I think she. Cause old boy like falling back, or did he quit the job? Cause he went back to the I forget that character's name, but he went back to the boys. But
I don't know.
I want to say Jack. I want to say that's his real name, Jack Quaid. I think that's his
Huey.
Yeah. But I want to say he I don't know if he quit. Like he said, I don't know if he quit the job. So if he quit the job, I feel like that would arouse suspicion in her. That he saw something or he knows something.
Mm-hmm. No, that was when he had homegirl break his arm. So he would have like a good story of why he hasn't been around.
Yeah. You right. Yeah. But she still was looking at him like she still didn't believe what he was saying. Yeah.
Until they got in that argument though, and then she was just like, "Okay, all right,
right,
I'm gonna back out."
Yeah.
Because that moment, I was like, "Yo, he about to be gone.
His head about to explode." Yeah, her power. I don't know how you take her out either. Her power is crazy.
Well, they showed how when she was fighting that dude that knew her from her.
What he do?
Life.
Or I didn't catch him.
He was trying to gouge her eyes out.
Oh,
because she does it by like looking.
Yeah, she does like that. It go her head.
So if her eyes aren't there, then I guess she can't do it.
Yeah,
she has to be looking at the subject.
Yeah, when he went back to that school and saw them bodies, she had all the. It was just random people's heads, just all. It's like whoa. Yeah.
Yeah, man. That show is.
It's dope though. It's a really dope show.
It's a lot.
Yeah, it is a lot though, but it's dope.
It is.
I'm in. I'm hooked in. I wish it was all dropped. I thought they was dropping all episodes at once, but Guess we gotta wait.
Yeah, I don't like that they're doing this to me.
Yeah,
I
right.
don't like
Yeah,
this at all.
yeah. Especially the way that third episode ended with Homelander and old girl with Starlight kissing. I didn't expect that either. Oh, this is a twist. Now he won. Yeah, yeah.
Whew, so much stuff. Um, is there anything else you watch on Amazon?
Invincible, but it ain't back yet. That's it.
That's it. They've got
I don't.
quite a few
But I don't.
shows.
You know how I am. I can't watch a. It's only so many shows I can get into at once. I can't watch a lot of TV at once. I can't. I can't sit still in front of the TV unless I'm watching a game or. Oh, speaking of that, predictions for the Warriors. They tied it up.
Of course. Thought they were gonna lose 2 in a row.
I don't know if I thought that, but I didn't think they was gonna do it how they did it, the blowout.
Hey man, they're just being who I've always known them to be.
Celtics in 7. I can't say 6. I want to say 6, but that's too aggressive. I'm gonna say Celtics
So
in 7.
I'm not gonna lie. I think if Warriors want to win, I think they need to win in 6.
Or because if it goes 7, it's
Because
going. Well, no, it's gonna be in Golden State. Game 7.
it is gonna be Golden State, but Boston plays better away.
Yeah, they
than
do play
at
really
home.
well, and to me, Boston is tougher than Golden State. I do think that about them. I think Boston is a lot more battle tested. This version of battle tested than this version of the Warriors is. I think they're tougher. I think Boston is the way they won that game 1 and came back. Like that showed a lot of like heart, and they've had some like other games like that where they just kind of won off of like grit and heart. And I think that's kind of why I get them the edge over Golden State right now.
I mean, I hear you, but I still think that like I don't know. I feel like that's one of the same arguments that people used to make about Warriors in 2015, where like people were underestimating their grit and like that they're a shooting team and no shooting team's going to win a championship. But like they've now completely disproven that. But I think they have a lot more grit and fight than people give them credit
No,
for.
I definitely think Clay, Steph, and Draymond do. I just don't know about the rest of the team. Like none of them
I
cats
don't
are
know.
battle tested like them cats are, and like I don't. To me, also the Warriors to me have always been like they've always for the most part been a front running team. They've always like done their been they like how they won game 2. They pull away, which is dope. They blow teams out. But they're a team that pulls away. Like, but when it gets close or it gets tight, that's why Boston. Because really, the Warriors should be up 2-0 the way Game 1 was going. But that's like when it's tight or when there's like some adversity, I trust Boston a little bit more right now, just because they had a hard road to get here, and they beat some really good teams. I feel like the Warriors just kind of, they cruise their way here, and they expect to be, but now these young cats on the team, they entitled now. They just like, oh, it's just going to be easy. Boston don't have that same entitlement.
So, unpopular take on game 1. What I think really happened is because Warriors historically, like they're a second half team, and specifically they're a third quarter
for
team.
sure.
If they win the third quarter, they win the game,
Yeah.
most likely.
Yeah.
And I think so. They won that third quarter, and I think they just kind of let their foot off the gas. They just kind of like went out in the fourth quarter a little more lackadaisically, and then just didn't know how to like, I don't know, just rein it in and just be focused in the fourth quarter. And I think they just lost control of that game because once Boston got on the run, they couldn't get it back together to stop them. So that is why I would say I don't know about what you're saying because I think that
we'll see tonight. Well, I would say tonight would be a pivotal game, but either way, the game 3 ain't that pivotal. But
I think Warriors win tonight.
I don't know. I think it's gonna go back and forth until game 7. Actually, I think it's gonna be every other.
I just hope not. I just feel like if it does go that way, the Warriors might not win. I think they need to win game 6.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Well, we'll see. We'll see when we get there. By the time this comes out, it'll be game
The series
6.
would be over.
I ain't gonna be over, but it's gonna be like game 6, game 7. By that, you looking at the calendar?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, the last game is on the 18th. So
Oh yeah, this will be up by.
It'll be there right before.
Yeah, so I got Celtics in 7, baby.
I don't know. It still startles me seeing that Celtics won game 1.
I told you was shook just like the Warriors was shook. They look shook after that first game, bro. They look like, this is gonna be hard.
And like I said, I think you were just reading into that.
They looked a little.
Because you said that they were walking off like the series is over, and I'm like, ain't no way they're thinking.
I don't think but they look like shell shocked. Like, they didn't
right.
Yeah,
I think they were shell shocked for sure.
Yeah.
Because again, I think they legitimately thought that the game was over.
Yeah,
and like they thought they had it, even though they weren't up much.
No,
but they thought they had it.
I was impressed with how they took it. But yeah,
for sure. But I just think it's, if the Warriors can do what they showed in game 2 for the rest of the series, which is going to be difficult to do, I'll admit. If they can do it, though, I think they win easily.
We'll see. The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we feel our feelings won't disappear. Oh, and after the love games have been played, our illusion was just a fake. I forget the lyrics. That's a fake. I don't know the rest of it. I'm bad. I should have Googled the lyrics. I'm bad with lyrics. I know the melodies, but I don't know the lyrics all the time. Well,
it's all good.
I think it's a good time to sign off, though. Celtics in 7.
Warriors in 6.
We'll see. It's weird. I told somebody I feel anti-black rooting for the Celtics, but I just don't want the Warriors to win again. But
why? They're America's team.
No, they're not. No, they're not.
Like
they are popular. I can't deny that.
Like how the Cowboys are America's team.
They are popular. Steph has a lot of.
State.
Steph's Q rating amongst young kids is very high, but I don't know. They're not America's. I hope they don't win. Please don't. I can't.
Like the amount of love that I see Steph get, I'm surprised that LeBron is still the most. Shoot, I forgot the word. I just lost it.
Popular, famous.
Popular. There you go. The most popular person in the league.
I don't know.
That's what we should have talked about.
Was LeBron?
How LeBron is now a billionaire and he's still playing.
Oh yeah, that was crazy. Shout out to Bron.
That is phenomenal.
Yeah. Shout out to Bron.
You just got dunked on by a billionaire. Like that's nuts.
Yeah. Shout out to Bron. Bron. 330, baby. Same area code.
Yeah, Steph Curry, 330.
Right. Born at the same hospital. Yeah.
Ohio breeds greatness.
Yeah, that's a fact. That is a fact. All right. I'm getting off here.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
I'm Kyle.
I'm V. I'm not. Y'all be safe, though. All right.